Today I'm at a dealer with a customer complaint of a rattle from the passenger seat when the car takes off and the car stops. This is the second time the car has been back to the dealer. So first of all, I have to make sure I can hear the customer complaint. Then I'll go through the diagnosis and we'll find the cause of the rattle. Once we find the cause, that will let me know whether or not it's a retail charge or a warranty charge. The car is 12 months old. It has also been a hire car. So being a hire car, it's had a number of different drivers who probably drove in different circumstances in different ways. So let's go for a drive. Now, seeing this is the second time the customer has come back for this problem, I want to make sure I get the car into a good safe area where I can make sure I hear the customer complaint. The customer has been complaining of a knock from the passenger seat as we pull up to a set of lights or a give way sign or a stop sign. The car comes to a halt and we get a small knock, and then as we accelerate we then get a knock. So I'm off to find a good safe place where I can stop and start the car without causing any traffic problems and in a safe environment. Okay, on the way driving here I did hear it, so I don't know if the camera will pick up the noise, but I'll try to make the noise again. So as we come to a stop, there should be a little noise you heard of a little clunk. Then as I take off, there it goes. So it's very faint, but there is a slight clunk, clink noise there, which is very similar to what the customer was complaining about. Like all cars, there is normally little rattles and so forth that do appear over time, but at 12 months that noise I would not expect. So now it's time to start going through the diagnosis to work out where this noise is coming from. Now, as part of the diagnosis, and this video is not to teach you how to diagnose a rattle with a car. It's purely to find out the root cause and whether or not it is a warranty concern. But we have to go through the process. I've spoken to the previous mechanic to find out what he's done, and he's removed the door trim and checked inside, couldn't find anything wrong. He removed the B pillar trim, had a look inside, could find nothing wrong. He went through the seat, couldn't find anything wrong. I had the car up on a hoist and I couldn't find anything. All the lines look like they're in place, there's no damage. But one clue does give me, it is an ex-hire car. With being an ex-hire car, that can lead to slightly different problems because people generally do look after hire cars in a different way to how they look after their own. So I've brought a trusty little tool with me. One of these with a little camera on the end to have a look to see if there's anything around that is there that shouldn't be there that can cause a rattle. Alright, let's start on our diagnosis. I've gone through the basic checks looking for the rattle. I've looked under the seat. The seat looks fine, but what I can see is some gaps in the carpet in front here, which leads to a rail, probably a support rail or frame rail. There might be something in there, so I'm going to use the camera to have a look in there and see what I can find. Okay, so I've put the camera into the support under the seat and I'm hoping this comes through, but there is a pen in that support. So as I stop, it would roll forward, and as I accelerate it would then roll back, causing the customer complaint. So I'll get in there and I'll remove this pin. Well, that was a bit of a battle, but I did manage to get it out. So there is the cause of our rattle. Now in this case, the cause of the rattle was a pin. Now a pin is not a claimable issue with any car. So in this case, the car, yes, it had warranty on it, but it was something that we couldn't claim. The car was a second owner. The car was not purchased from the dealer which repaired the vehicle. We did explain to the customer what happened and showed them the pin that was tucked in the rail. And in this case, we had video evidence showing what was happening. The customer was just charged a couple of hours to compensate for the tech time, but it was something which we cannot claim under warranty.